file driver. All right. A6. Is this gonna be like a hippo bra or something? What's going on here? I want to play d4. But I want to take with my knight on d4 and I don't want to trade bishops. I do not. What is happening here? G5? I'll fall for it. I'll fall for it. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. G4. I wonder what's really happening next. Like, again, I'll fall for it. I'll go 95. Some confusing stuff here. He's got 0 pieces developed. What am I looking at? Rook f5, queen here. Probably just take, honestly. Be nice. It'd be nice for that move to just work and win all of a sudden. Not quite though. Not quite. Okay, let's go here. Make a threat. I'm also thinking about h4 next, followed by bishop h3. I kind of like that. Bishop h3. My opponent is lacking in development here. Ooh, that rook is about to be lost. Bishop g4? You have nowhere to go, my friend. You're gonna have to move your queen again. That's right. That's right. Threatening to win everything. Oh, you think that he thought that? Because I thought for a half second, I think he might have just missed it, but it's possible that he considered for a brief second that he had a draw and took it quickly. It's possible. So then I feel like, oh, okay, maybe that's a, that's a mistake you can make. But unfortunately, with the check, it's going to be rather convincing here. He's going to go here next. Rook h8. How are we going to be prepared for that? How are we going to get ready for that? We're just going to go triple up on this pawn. Probably look to take it. The thing is, if he goes bishop there and never moves the knight, we can always take the pawn. So we're not that worried about this, I think. Still any knight move, I'm playing that, as far as I can see. Bring the knight to e3. Well, knight takes here looks like it'll win in general, but for now, I think we'll just run our h-pawn. I don't think he can stop it. Knight f6, knight takes, rook takes, queen takes d3. I don't know. Feels like there's still some work to be done there. Trying to go all the way. Any queen trade here will also certainly end the game, so that's why I'm playing this move rather confidently. Rook f6, so that the king can't escape. Key move. GG file driver. Again, people are going nuts with the attacks here, like sending like this. This stuff should not be working. This stuff should not be working. I recommend just playing in the center. That's what I did. Okay, let's go for c4. We've seen this before. We're gonna go with bishop to g2. Now, it's been a while, many rating brackets since we've seen just straight d5. You guys remember this? Remember this? You remember this? It's been a while since we've dealt with queen c6, e3. Queen here. I mean, I've got queen a4 to win a pawn. I've got knight g5 to win a pawn. Spoiled for choice at this point. Knight g5, queen g6, knight takes f5. Believe it or not, my knight is actually trapped on e4. g3, look at all these squares covered. g5's not available, c5's covered. Rather embarrassing. But this looks pretty reliable. We're up a full pawn here. How can I complain? I do not want to allow this. Almost want to go there. Let's keep our typical kind of setup here. Could go d4, but I think this is just more instructive. Classic d3 move. Quiso, I got you. That feels like a very generous offer. I won't let your generosity go to waste. Pretty typical to usually reroute here. If knight d4, we'll just ask you to go right back where you came from. Please and thank you. I think that knight's really bad there. For example, a4 is actually trapping the piece. So let's play knight e4. Let's ignore it. I mean, I think it takes a strong player to refuse a trade. Everyone knows how to make a trade, but to actually say no and say, wait a minute, your piece is placed on a pretty bad square. I'd rather leave it there. That takes some discipline. Because now, I forced him to play a6. He would have to bring his knight back to a7. It's looking pretty bad. Let's continue to improve our pieces here. His knight's on a self-improvement journey. That's the kind of mouse slip that you just gotta sit there and let them resign. Yeah, that's... I'm gonna give you your space. Just gonna give you all the time you need to resign. That's... Sorry about that, yeah. Just gonna give you your space, man. That... I don't even want to make a move after that. Alright, c4. Okay, we get the symmetrical... Knight c3 makes some sense here. And very interesting setup. I don't think we've seen this one before. Very aggressive setup. Very aggressive setup. So we can go d3. Bishop here, look to take, you know, very similar plan to before, which I think I'll probably go for. The other one is like trying to play e3, d4, and getting that to work, which is trickier. So let's just play this. Rook b1, a3, b4. And you know what I might do? a3 and just b4 straight away. Like I think I'm happy to give up a pawn here. Perhaps very happy. So we'll see. What's up, Orangi? It is going well. We're maybe about to crest 1950 here. My opponent's very slow in development, which is why I don't mind playing b4 and offering a pawn. Remember what I said, always make that threat. I think I'm gonna go here, threaten perhaps knight g6. It's an idea. Hey Ben, thanks for the raid. Welcome guys. Shout out to Ben. Go Ben. Welcome everyone. Championed by Grandmaster Benjamin Feingold. How are y'all doing? That's a very, very important pawn I just won, by the way. Go, Ben. And sadly for my opponent here, there's even more material on the way to my pocket. You guys see what I see? I spy a bishop on e7. It's a good thing we're able to uncork some tactics for the Raiders. Now they're like, wait a minute, this guy's legitimate. Okay. Taking here looked a little bit too greedy. I'm not sure how I would extricate my knight, so I've decided to return to f5 and, you know, safe havens. Oh, well, this is actually knight here, queen here. Knight takes knight g4. Believe it or not, this game could still be messed up, right? Even in a great position like this. So surprising. So we will exercise a little. I mean, it's not like if I play knight d6, I'm losing, but it does mean that after that, I probably have to play f3. And then now it's making me think, do I still want to play knight d6? Maybe actually yes. But I'm having a think now. Our knight's attacked, so we do need to move it or defend it. e4 perhaps. But to be honest, we can do this just fine. Don't really see a problem with that. There are other lines I could play, but you know what? I'm gonna play knight d6, right? I'm gonna see this, and I'm gonna play f3. And this is really just to test if Ben is still here. Ben? Avert your eyes. Okay, we know he's not here. There's no way he's here. For sure. Rook f2 looks safe. Knight takes here. He wants to do knight takes there. I can still go rook f2 at that point. So it's really not that scary. Perhaps I should make a point of displaying to you guys just how not scared of that move I am. I'm so unscared of it. So not scared of that. Ben is spitting up his Perrier. Yeah, f3 probably isn't sitting well. Guarding that. Rook f2 is a nice move just to take care of everything and everyone. These are the kind of positions where you can just go like this. Oh, oops. Well, after knight g3, remember, I wasn't planning on taking it. I was just planning to go rook f2. So you're right that it would be a repetition, but I'm not planning to take it. Remember, captures are not forced, right? After knight here, what is black threatening? Even taking here simplifies into a winning endgame for me, even if he wins my material. But I was planning to play rook there. g4, knight to f4. That's the idea. It's still probably a good move for me to trade, but I have a nice move that I will present to the chat. Can you guys spot it? And can you spot it a little quickly? Can you speed it up there, guys? There we go. We're on to it now. Knight f2, that's right. We're gonna let him know, hey buddy, you can't cut off your own retreat like that. Knight f2, we're gonna trap your queen, and rook f5 is gonna be feeling a little silly. Look at both of these pieces taking away the retreat. Poor queen. g4 is gonna win some stuff. Let's make sure to take that retreating square from the knight, so I guarantee that after g4, I'm gonna trade something. I wanna get rid of these pieces. Like, faster they get off the board, the easier it'll be to win. And this queen just needs to get out. very happy to trade. We will win one of these pawns. Go here. Have I moved my queen the entire game? Not till these moves. Not till those moves. She's fresh. No. Oh no, this can't be. Damn it. He ran out of time. Oh, I'm nothing but a dirty flagger. But I figured we just got the raid from Ben. Ben and I, you know, we are two connoisseurs of the, you know, a million queen checkmate. We're gonna go with C4. Get our bishop out. Knight C3. Again, looking at those two central squares. Knight F3. Not concerned about that. Castle. And I think I'm probably gonna go for D4 here. It's definitely the right move. If E4, we just go knight somewhere. G5 would be better. And we'll win the E-pawn, so. Instead, I think we've got a great open position, a fantastic bishop, and I'm liking our chances. Bishop on B2 looks nice, or maybe if you play C6, bishop on potentially A3. Knight here, I think knight D5 already is it is an advantage for me. Narfis, you and the lady are looking over the Green Chef menu tonight? Okay, I appreciate that a lot. I was saying earlier when I was talking about Green Chef that one of the things I recommend was taking a look at the menu before you guys make any decisions. Because they do post the menu, you can just have a look. So that sounds like a good plan. Now if I take this, pawn has to capture back, but I think that's probably what he was planning anyway. I'm just going to ignore it and go here. I mean, I'm threatening checkmate, right? Can't complain about this. Knight F6, F4, hello. Right, bishop F6, then it's like, why didn't you do that last move? Knight E5, F4, absolutely. Oh, for sure. Yeah, so he makes the right decision. He makes the right decision. And there, perhaps he made the wrong decision. I think a queen trade would have benefited my opponent greatly. I'm not sure I would have gone for it, but okay. Let's have a think here. I don't really know what he's up to. I guess he was worried about that, but I don't think it's super dangerous. Let's just bring the rooks to the middle. I don't know why he just allowed that. Not gonna do anything too crazy. Rooks to the middle, nice and simple. And the thing is, I say this a lot, but after rook b8, usually once you've pickpocketed the b7 pawn, the engine might say that after bishop a6, you're up even more pawns, but you should almost always, for practical reasons, take the pawn and just retreat. You're already up one pawn. That should be significant enough of a pickpocket. You don't need to go for the whole score, because then all of a sudden, bishop c6 or something, and your light squares start getting really weak around the king. I just don't think it's worth it. So, I mean, be happy with this. This is already, it's already a pretty serious win. Ooh, have that one prepared. The only thing is that this might actually work out in my favor after queen here, because now you simply can't take it. d6 is an issue. Bishop a3 is nice. I'm also looking at queen c3. And queen c3 is attractive to me because it looks like it forces my opponent to play f6, and you should never play f6. So I'm a big fan of that decision. Not gonna even bother calculating anything else. There we go. Mission accomplished. Try to go e5 and keep those mate threats alive. A lot of tempting moves in that position. I think this is the simplest. Bishops like things opened up. Let's do so with e5. Bishops also like other bishops. That game was just getting depressing to play. Bishops were owning the chessboard there. Very convincing win. All from a great opening position. This is just too passive for black. d6, bishop e7. Right here, white already has a very comfortable advantage. And h6 is too slow. Knight d7 is wrong. Yeah, I think bishop g5 was also wrong. So yeah, there's just too many moves where there could have been a better move. Chess mad. All right. Time for c4. So we've had this line before. Takes in d4 is usually what we want to do. Once he goes here, it's a little bit more tempting to take. I think... I mean, bishop g5, I believe, is some kind of theory. I'll take. Bring the rook to c1. And I think we Just want to play on this square here. H6, bishop f4. We go for the e4 move here. Kind of feels like e4 is working or close to working. Close to working is good enough for me. The reason why I want to start with this is I feel like takes, e4. Maybe I have to put up with d4 in some lines. So I'll do this instead. And if he takes, then I want it to take on e6. And bishop g4. Guess we're going here. This e4 is a little tricky, yeah. Just having a little think here. Makes sense, makes sense. Take, leaving a nice little bait for him in case he takes this. I thought you might, my freckled friend. I thought you might. We're gonna win a piece now. You want to take this first for any reason? I don't think so. Oh, not the move I expected. Not what I expected. Takes f7 is the plan. Guiso, get to the push-ups, buddy. Get to the push-ups. Had to hit him with a little sauce. Just a little sauce. I mean, we got KO'd so badly the last game, I had to come back and get one of my own. Yay. White pieces. Guiso, thanks for the 3 gifted subs, and you know what? I agree. 269 is nice. Nice. Thank you very much. Knight c6, knight c3. Gonna take control of those squares. I'm gonna play knight f3 now. Again, we know how to handle e4. And after bishop there, I think we can actually get some of this in there. Little knight takes e5 action. e3 would just transpose, but I'm trying to think. Is knight takes e5 just good here? Seems like it's a good move. Usually these work out. This is like a typical idea, right? Typical idea. Let's maybe play b3. Yeah, well, bungle it. In that case, I just take on c5, right? So I would be fairly happy there. Okay, getting a nice center going here. I was thinking about rook e1, but I think this other rook wants to go to e1, honestly. We know we can play this if he goes there. We're not worried. Absolutely. Huh? What are these games? Here we go. What the heck was that little interlude? Yeah, huge KO. Oof. Massive victory. All right. Play e3. Yeah. b3, bishop b2, perhaps. I think I'm keeping all my pawns protected here. In f6, we just go knight d5. Here. Back to where you came from, bud. Rook e1, rook d1, maybe b3. Yeah, definitely b3 here. I don't really believe in that move. Let's go rook d1, get out of the diagonal, and after takes, I think that d pawn is going to be incredibly weak. Once again, I'll be able to... So the thing about knight d5 is he goes back to d8 and he's guarding the knight. And that's exactly what he wants. Knight e4, kind of like more, threatens the queen, threatens the knight, but if he goes back, then there's knight d6, so I actually have a follow-up move. Pawn takes, bishop g5 looks to be winning, along with knight takes e8, to be honest. So knight takes e8, pawn takes, queen d7. I'm trying to look at e2 if that's any trickery. I don't think so. I have a lot of wins here, I think. Bishop g5 is very decent, but I think knight takes e8 has got to work. I'm good. Yeah. Thanks. We're all good here. We're trucking along. Okay. Me in the chat. Take. I think knight e8 is just good, guys. Queen takes, and queen takes e8 he'll do. The other thing, which is very attractive, is just Bishop takes d4, you know, just plain and simple. No stress, no weird positions. Just... I'm just up 1 pawn, plus I've still got threats. When you're up material, weird positions are not fun. When you're down material, weird positions are fun. Just going here, we're gonna take. We're gonna take. And you see how this is just gonna be winning. Right, hitting the knight, so he's gotta take back. Now this knight here is hanging. And the rook is hanging. That was just much, much simpler than any other kind of weird knight e8 calculation. Takes, but queen d4 check presents itself. Nice. 2,000. That's pretty special. Only gonna hit that number once this stream, I hope. 2,000 passed, reached. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. 2007, so we hit it and we've got, you know, points to spare. Points to spare.